Japanese submarine slammed 2 torpedoes into her side, Chief. We was coming back from the island of Tinian de Lady, just delivered the bomb, the Hiroshima bomb. 1,100 men went into the water. Vessel went down in 12 minutes. Didn't see the first shark for about a half hour. Tiger, 13-footer. You know how you know that when you're in the water, Chief? You could tell by looking from the dorsal to the tail. But we didn't know. Was it our bomb mission had been so secret? And no distress signal had been sent? They didn't even list us overdue for a week. Very first light, Chief. Sharks come cruising. So we formed ourselves into tight groups. You know, it's kind of like the old squares in the battle, like you see in the calendar, the Battle of Waterloo. And the idea was, shark comes to the nearest man and he starts pounding and hollering and screaming. Sometimes that shark go away. Sometimes he wouldn't go away. Sometimes that shark, he looks right into you. Right into your eyes. You know, the thing about a shark, he's got lifeless eyes, black eyes, like a doll's eyes. When he comes at you, he doesn't seem to be living until he bites you. And those black eyes roll over white, and then and you hear that terrible high-pitched screaming. The ocean turns red, and despite all the pounding and the hollering, they all come in and they rip you to pieces. You know, about the end of that first dawn, lost 100 men. I don't know how many sharks, maybe 1,000. I do know how many men though, they average 6 an hour. On Thursday morning, Chief, I bumped into a friend of mine, Herbie Robinson from Cleveland. Baseball player. Bosun's mate. Thought he was asleep. Reached over to wake him up. He bobbed up, down in the waters like a can of top. Upended. Well, he'd been bitten in half below the waist. On noon the 5th day, Mr. Hooper, a Lockheed Venturosaurus, he swung in low. A young pilot, a lot younger than Mr. Hooper here anyway, he saw us, and 3 hours later, a big old fat PBY come down and started to pick us up. You know, that was the time I was most frightened. Waiting for my turn. I'll never put on a life jacket again. So all 1,100 men went into the water. 316 men came out. The sharks took the rest June the 29th, 1945. Anyway, we delivered the bomb.